What's good, YouTube? Breakways of 29-4 here, and I got you an Ubers match right here, which, yeah, you notice I'm running two things that aren't Ubers. My opponent's running, like, three things that aren't Ubers, but we both have pretty much a big Ubers team, and I'm facing Jackkkkk3, and let's get started. So, I'm going to lead off with Darkrai, he's going to lead off with Attack Deoxys, and I didn't really know what to do, so I'm just going to fodder out the Darkrai, because I don't really know what else to do against an Attack Deoxys. I mean, sure, its defenses are terrible, but I bet it would still survive an extreme speed. So I decided to go into my Metagross to threaten out this Darkrai, and yeah, it's going to threaten it out, and I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks, and now we have a Skarmory in here. So I decided to switch out into a Rayquaza named Lindworm for a reason. And basically he goes for the Stealth Rocks since I have like 2 or 3 Pokemon that are weak to Stealth Rocks on my team. And I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. Obviously his Skarmory's carrying that sturdy though, so I didn't get to do much. And he is just going to start phasing me out, I guess. A little surprising. Turns out I run back into my Metagross, so yeah. Look at this. Metagross is back. And I'm just going to Bullet Punch. Because I knew I could easily KO him with a Bullet Punch. And that's going to be the end of Skarmory, which is nice. Don't know if he had other hazards he planned on setting up. I didn't figure a Bullet Punch would KO Shaman, so I decided let's go ahead and go for a Meteor Mash. And I was hoping the flinch didn't happen. It didn't. That's great. Meteor Mash and get an attack raise. Look at that! Woo! Well, now he's going to put in his Reshiram to kind of make it very difficult for me. So I go for the Bullet Punch. That does diddly squat. And he's going to Draco Meteor me. And I survive. Take a lot of damage, though. And then he's going to withdraw again into his Cloyster. And I go for the Bullet Punch. And it's probably good that I had the Stealth Rocks. And I go for another Bullet Punch. And he goes for the Hydro Pump. Okay, don't usually see, especially attacking Cloyster, but I guess they can be run. So I decided to go into my Zekrom because I know I can outspeed the Cloyster since it hasn't Shell Smashed. And I'm going to go for the Crunch. Crunch all of that. And I am Life Orb, not Scarfed. So he's just going to bring in his Deoxys attack and go for Psycho Boost, and yeah, I'm dead. That's a freaking Deoxys attack. There's no way I'm surviving an attack from that. So I am going to faint. Kind of a bummer. And I bring in my Rayquaza. And guess what? I'm just going to do my best and extreme speed. Because that's about all I can do at this point. And I get a crit. Not really sure if the crit matters. Don't really think it does because Deoxys attacks, defenses are crap. And I carry the Brick Break, and I go for a Brick Break, and it does a pretty hefty amount to Chansey, and the Chansey goes for the Seismic Toss, and he knows he can obviously live, so I go for Draco Meteor thinking that might be a little bit more powerful. It does like the same amount of damage. Okay, wow. So he's going to go for the Wish, and then the Protect, so that he can get healed up, and I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed. Doesn't do anything, and I'm like, oh crap, it just healed. What do I do now? So I just go for another Brick Break since that is ×2 effective. And yeah, it does pretty good amount of damage. Unfortunately, I am going to go down to Life Orb, so that sucks. Well, he's going to put up another Wish. I decided to go into my Scizor because I figure he's going to Protect, which allows me 1 free Swords Dance. And really, this Chansey can't do much against me, because apparently it only carries the Seismic Toss. I don't know if it carries the Thunder Wave at this point. I was kind of worried about that, and as he switches out, so I'm thinking maybe it does. But I'm not really sure on that. But on this switch out, I get up another Swords Dance, and that means this is a dead Reshiram, because +4 attack Scizor with Bullet Punch and Life Orb is nothing to mess around with. So that is a dead Reshiram. BAM! Oh, that's beautiful. Now he's going to bring in his Chansey, and I'm like, I'm just going to go for another Swords Dance because I wasn't sure if a +4 Bug Bite would do it, but I know a +6 will. I mean, +6 is just going to decimate everything. He goes for a Seismic Toss. I was being cautious. I go for the Roost just in case he does decide to do something, and he goes for the Wish, and then the Protect, and I'm going to go for the Bug Bite, and this gets him up to full health, so I was kind of like, maybe I won't make it, but I go for the Bug Bite, and look at all that health drain, and that is going to be the game. So yeah, Scizor and Ubers, definitely nothing to mess around with. So I do hope you enjoyed this. I'll leave a link to my opponent's channel. He's also hosting a Dream World in U tourney, so if you want to sign up for that, definitely go do that. And that's going to be all, so comment, like, and sub to see more of my videos, and see you later.